Today, I want to talk about observation. And observation is a really important tenet, I guess you could say, of the Montessori method and just parenting in general, or even for teaching in general. Maria Montessori discovered or got the idea of the Montessori method by observing the children. She didn't come with some preconceived notion. She simply observed the children and had these aha moments by just seeing what they were doing. So let's apply this to you as a parent, a caregiver, or as a teacher. It is very hard to do, and having been a teacher for many years, it's a skill that doesn't come naturally and one you have to practice. The act of observing, being able to sit and watch something going on without any preconceived notion, any judgment, any biases, or any need to react. That's very hard to do. And it's very hard to self-reflect, to look at yourself and see how you are affecting the situation. So I always like to share a story. When I first had my daughter, I was teaching, and I went back to school for the last month and a half, and I had asked my grandparents to come and watch my daughter. They had offered. And my grandma was always able to get my daughter to sleep. I was not. When I came home, I had read all these books, and I was prepared to get my child on a routine and do these things. But what I failed to do was to observe my child and see what she needed, to see what she was trying to tell me. And it wasn't until I stayed home and sat and watched my child that I began to see her interests, see her strengths, see some things that she was still struggling with and working on. Seeing where she was at developmentally, giving me an idea of some things. And it came a lot easier to observe when I had my sons. Again, I was fortunate enough to stay home, and I could observe them and learn to recognize their cues and learn to create or prepare situations so that tantrums wouldn't erupt, so that meltdowns wouldn't happen, because I had been observing my children, watching what they were doing, and then able to respond later on instead of reacting in the moment. And sometimes teachers, when we get in the go, 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 I need to teach this and I need to teach that and I need to make sure I get everything done, and then start to use coercion or start to use rewards, we're trying to put a Band-Aid on a problem or an issue instead of stepping back and observing and saying, okay, I need to see what's going on. It's giving me a snapshot of this moment. And it helps to have a notebook. Write down what you're seeing. Just write down the action without any thoughts, any feelings, and later go back and reflect. So, parents, teachers, observe with nothing else to do, no other preconceived notions, not while you're doing other things. Take different times to just sit and observe. A few minutes every day. If you found this helpful, make sure to share with friends and family. If you are finding my tips helpful, please subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, follow me on Facebook at The Montessori Place.